Wonbyone Podcast. I'm your host, O.B. Megano, here joined today with my guy, good friend, I want to say teammate, man, but a old vet, overseas veteran, man, a good friend of mine, Omar Krayem. Omar, what's going on?
Man, how you doing, man? All good, man.
I'm blessed, man. It's good to see you, brother.
Yeah, thank you for having me, bro. Really appreciate it.
Talk to me about that shirt you got on real quick. What's that mean to you?
Jerusalem, man. That's where I'm from, man.
Yeah. So give us a quick background on you, man. I know you've been on here before. For y'all that don't know, Omar was one of my earlier guests. Like I said, when I was overseas, we got on there, chopped it up a little bit, man. It's good to have you back on here. Tell the people who you are, what you do, just a little bit of background about you.
Man, I mean, those things change every couple of years.
So it happens, man, getting old, huh?
Yeah, man. I mean,
big vet.
I'm a basketball junkie, first of all. So I mean, that's how we know each other, through basketball. I'm also a businessman. I'm a father. I'm aware. I got some awareness. I'd say that's who I am now. I'm 38 now, so I've been playing pro for about 15 years overseas, as you know. And we getting to the age where it's about to end, so now we try not to take it for granted.
Yeah, the transition, it's important, bro. We're gonna get into that. Obviously, you know me, you being one of my big homies, man. You've had an impact on me moving forward as far as outside of basketball, being able to make an impact. So I appreciate you for that, man. It's always love. So we're gonna get into that, but first, where are you at? What has the last year look like for you?
Man, that's a good question. I'm in California right now, so I'm born in California. My ethnicity is Palestinian. My family's from Palestine, not from Gaza, but from Jerusalem and in those areas.
Shout out to the land.
Yeah, free Palestine, man. It's unfortunate what's happening over there, but obviously we're not gonna get into politics on the pod. But I'm in California right now. Last year, I played my first full season in a while, man. So I played a whole year in Sweden top league.
Okay.
I had a good year, man. I averaged like 16 and 5. Okay. Shot a high percentage. I shot 62% from the 2. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the older I'm telling you, man, I'm aging like fine wine.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And then I played so well that a team in Argentina brought me in for the playoffs. So I finished the last 2.5 months in top league Argentina. We got to the semifinals, lost. Played a good role, man. I was playing like 17, 18 minutes, averaging 9 and 3. Just a good role on a good team. And now it's been the summer, and I'm back in California. I had some job offers to go, but family. I got another baby on the way in October.
Congrats.
A boy. I got a boy. The legacy continues.
Congrats.
So my daughter was born in Bulgaria.
Okay.
And that was a bad experience, to say the least.
Really?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had trouble with the birth, and because we had to go private because Bulgaria is not the greatest, most developed place. So we went private, and it was just a bad experience, man. But so this time around, we wanted to have the baby in California in case he wanted to be president one day.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And just kind of, I had a long year. Last year I started in August. I finished June 15th. So I kind of just took this time right now to relax. But what's crazy, bro, about basketball is, man, I'm so addicted to basketball now, more than when I was younger, which is crazy. And I think it's because I'm getting older and it's about to leave. So you kind of start like not wanting to lose it. So you start working out more. You start I'm going to hit that extra rep.
Yeah.
And so it's crazy. I'm in really good shape, man. But I'm waiting till probably Christmas time to play basketball again.
It's weird, man. Me, like myself, rehabbing and trying to get back, man. I'm so hungry. Like you know what I'm saying? Being removed from the game, bro, makes you so hungry. It makes like every second, when I'm in the gym, when I'm working out, it means a little bit more to me than when I was playing, I feel like. You know what I mean? And I think it's that perspective of like, damn, this might be it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, for you, it's tough, bro, because I've followed you through what you've been through, and it's
Yeah.
like, some things you can't control. It's just tough when it gets taken away like that. But, I always admired, you finding another way to just stay in it, not give up. It's probably easy for you to be like, you know what, I'll just, do this
Yeah.
podcast, train these kids. But
Yeah.
no, I see the fire in your eyes, man. So I
Yeah, man.
respect that. I got the
Yeah.
same, man.
Yeah.
So,
It,
you
it's
know,
it's it's to me it's special, man, and I'm glad that I can pour this into somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with some of the clients that I have and just being able to see them and watch them grow has been special for me, and be able to teach them some of the things that I wish somebody would have taught me, or some of the things that I learned along the way. And to be able to pass that down is special, and it kind of keeps that fire for me, and watching them succeed is big, you know. Um,
yeah.
but for you,
Not,
man, go ahead.
no, I say they're lucky to have you, man. I mean, like I was talking about this the other day. Like when we grew up, man, we were playing 3-on-3, hoop it up tournaments. We were going to the park. We didn't have trainers really, but there, it was starting to come around. But so like now kids get hands-on experience to talk to a pro
Yeah.
with just crazy experience, man. And just to be able to sit down with you and have a conversation is crazy. But let alone for you to like break down their game and like care about them. So
Yeah.
no, they're lucky to have you, man. So
Man,
that's agent.
okay.
I do have an agent, but I also run an agency.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of unconventional, but if you want to talk about that, we can. But
Absolutely.
like me personally, like I have an agent because I'm at a stage in my career where I need an agent.
Mm-hmm.
So I think at the beginning of my career, I was kind of jumping around different agents because I just felt like I really didn't know better, right? So
Yeah.
I just felt like it always felt like the grass was greener on the other side. But
Mm-hmm.
when you look at it, it's sometimes you got to just stick to your people and just roll with the punches. But I think I'm just at a stage now where I need an agent. I'm well established. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
people know what they're getting.
Yeah.
But yeah, so as far as like if my advice to players about agencies is you have to assess yourself. Um, I wouldn't put all my eggs in one basket. Like if I'm coming straight out of college, I, especially if I'm not like a top tier guy, like if you went to University of Oklahoma, you averaged 15,
Yeah.
you're
It's
probably gonna
easy.
go to easy. You should have an agent because
Right.
you're gonna get taken advantage of on the fine prints. But when you're coming out of a D3 school and you average 20 and you're a good player, but I wouldn't limit myself to one agent because you're only limiting yourself. I mean, think about what the agent deal is for guys like that. You meet this guy on the internet and you give up all your exclusive rights to this one guy, and then if he doesn't deliver, there's no consequences. Like that's a bad business deal for an athlete.
Hey, bro, I
So
got cooked my first year doing that, bro. My first year, that's what I did, and I
and
didn't
I'm
know any better.
and I'm educating, right? So I'm not telling you don't have an agent or have an agent. I'm just trying to explain to you like this is what the platform is, and this is what the scene is, and this is how you need to think. So like I tell young guys, look, speak to an agent and explain to him that if he doesn't get you a job and it's not guaranteed, then you should reserve your right. You are the product, man. You've
They're
worked the
scared.
hardest. Hey, if you can get me a job, great. I'll stay with you, but I'm also going to explore other avenues
Mm-hmm.
like other agents, consulting groups. I will talk to some pros and try to see if their agent would represent me. So I would say you need more than one resource when you're coming out of a small school, whatever, underdog type, a small market player.
Man, I see guys sign with agents all the time, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you had the option, would you? why would you? If you had the option not to, why would you? You know what I'm saying? What's the benefit? So when I talk to all my guys, I'm just like, man, talk to the agent. Tell the agent, look, if you give me a job, you get the 10%. But I also got other, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what my agent does now. My agent's like, me and him are like this. Best friend. Never signed any type of paper with him. He calls me, Obi, this with a job here in Spain. They want you. This is what it looks like. We talk it over. Yeah, I want to take that. We link it together. He gets the cut. We keep moving.
He's a smart man.
You know what I'm saying?
Because if he says no, then you would say no, and then he would lose a client. Like, some agents might have good connections in Japan and then not have good connections in Spain. So if you're just signed to one person, you're limiting yourself to only one market as far as connections. How are teams supposed to see you? Like, there's millions of basketball players. So
and to that point, though, for everybody that's listening, to that point, every agent is strongest in a certain place, right? So every agent has their strong countries, the countries they're strongest in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whether it's Western Europe or Eastern Europe or whatever the case may be, South America, wherever the case may be. So you're gonna have to give up something in your search for something. So for me, it was I wanted to stay in Italy, France, Germany, and Spain. I wanted to be in that, you know what I'm saying, in those countries. And so I wasn't really looking at anywhere else. And my agent was strongest in those countries. So we rocked right there. You know what I'm saying? And
that makes sense.
You know, had I wanted to go, but then they also, you know, a lot of guys don't know this, but even if you have an American agent, you have to have a European agent as well. You got to have an agent local to wherever you're going, not European, local to wherever you're going in FIBA.
Like at HoopTicket.
So you know, hold on, real quick. I want you to talk to us about what it is. You're an agent, right? Talk to us about what it is you do.
I'm not an agent.
You have what? How do we word it? How are we gonna word this?
I'm a hooper giving advice.
What kind of organization did you put together for the athletes?
So we're a consulting group, but what we are is we're a unique thing because it's not we're not an agency. We're not a traditional agency, so to speak. HoopTicket is a group of pros, ex-pros, coaches, some agents that are all together on this platform. And like I said, the system of small market player to agent to job is broken because most of the time this guy you meet on the internet, like I said, you know, he doesn't get you a job, there's no consequences, and there's no guarantee that he'll do the job for you. So now, instead of like letting your dream die, we're a more hands-on, practical solution for you. And so I was saying, like, in HoopTicket, we don't believe in just having one resource to make your dream come true, because we know now the game is global, man. There's millions of basketball players, and you're not as special as you used to be when you were the best player in your county. Like, right. You know, there's guys in Slovenia that'll cook you these days. So it's like, you know, how can you maximize getting overseas? And so when I say practical solutions, we have more than one way to get you overseas. Because we are a group of pros and ex-pros, we are now going to help a client out, put together his story, make him understand exactly who he is as a basketball player. And then instead of it going directly to one agent and putting all your eggs in that one basket, you get a lot of different people, pros, ex-pros, even agents, having your profile, context to your story, and being able to connect that directly to teams. Like I can, you know, I've helped multiple players go to my old team by picking up the phone and saying, "Hey, listen,
Facts.
I got a dude. Yeah, he's D3, but you trust me.
Yep.
So just watch this guy.
Yep.
Because this guy right here." And then, Obi, you understand, like when the conversation with a team is not about money and it's about basketball, and you're talking to a coach about what the player can do, And we're not talking to the team about how much money do you have and this.
Yeah.
They're more likely to listen and be intrigued about it because it's like, oh, this is coming from a genuine place. Like they're trying to help this dude, and this dude could be pretty good. So that's one resource. It's like having an agency on steroids, basically. HoopTicket is that platform. And like guys like you, we would invite guys like you to be like, hey, come join our community. Mm-hmm. You might have connections with some people. I might be able to pick up the phone and be like, hey, I got a job for $10K a month in the ACB. They need a Nigerian center. You got one?
Facts.
I know you know it. Simple as you connecting the dot, and then that's another opportunity that we can make. And we've done that. Like we've had players sign in Japan, France, Azerbaijan, the Middle East, Qatar. Like we've been all over, and it's just not because we're not one resource. We're just spread out, and that's what makes it unique now.
I want to talk about the importance. One thing that you're talking about that doesn't get enough credit, man, is the word of mouth and the reputation. All right. Yeah. So for instance, I got a guy here in the city who I believed in him. I thought he could play. And more than I thought he could play, because there's guys that could play everywhere. I knew he was a good dude, a solid dude. And I know that when I call a coach, I call an agent, and I say his name, that I can be, I'm, safe in the fact that I'm trying to put him on. I know that he's not going to go over there and do nothing crazy. And I think a lot of guys take that for granted. And what I mean for granted is like how they're carrying themselves off the court, what type of teammates they're being on the court, how they're showing up, how they approach their craft on the court and off the court, the attention to detail that they're paying. That's the stuff that makes you a professional, not how well you can play basketball. There's guys everywhere that can play basketball really well. Everywhere that can play basketball really well. You know what I mean? And so the guys that stick are the ones who do that. And so like you said, man, I got GMs right now that hit me that, hey, I'm looking for a guy. I got GMs that hit me all the time, GMs of teams, coaches of teams, overseas. Obi, we need a two-guard that's, you know what I'm saying? All I got to do is...
Your own team will say that to you. Like, hey, do you know a good center that plays good with you?
Hey,
oh, yes, I do.
Bro, that happened to me and Jaleel Okafor in Zaragoza. Yeah. The last team. They were like, we're looking at this guy, Jaleel. I'm like, oh, Big Ja? That's let's link. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and sign the paperwork.
And they will sign the paperwork and bring them over there based off of what you know and what you said. And so, like, I don't speak about people. I'm not going to talk about you if I don't know you. Yeah. Because I'm not putting my word behind you. And guys hit me all the time, and they like, hey, I know you've been overseas. Can you? I'm like, bro, I don't know you. Yeah. I don't. And it's not even like it's not a negative thing to you. It's just mean like I'm putting my reputation on the line for you.
Man, that's a great point, because in HoopTicket, as you can imagine, we do get a lot of inquiries, right? And we don't take on every client, because we do go through an evaluation process where not only do we watch you play, but we need to talk to your old coach. Mm-hmm. We need phone numbers to your old teammates, because guys in our team, like, Obi, I wouldn't want you to speak on. I wouldn't send you somebody either that I'm not sure if he's a good character dude.
Right.
And just to be clear, like today's age, bro. I don't think they learned character as much as we did back then. And not to say that I wasn't 16. I was 16 running around thinking about integrity and character. But the thing was, like 15 years ago, bro, our OGs was held accountable.
You had people around you.
I thought you said something about the screen.
Nah, I was doing this. You had people around you. You had people.
You get held accountable, bro. Like, your coach could scream at you and you didn't have to go tell your dad, and he wouldn't move you off the team. Like, your OGs, like, I grew up in a rough neighborhood, low income housing, but they weren't like trying to make us do bad. They were like, nah, bro, stay on the court. Stay away from here.
They had morals, bro. The OGs, as whatever you want to say about them, they had a code of honor.
Yeah, that's integrity, bro. Integrity.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, I'm big on that. And so, like, whenever we have a client, like, that is attractive for us. Like I said, we don't take on everybody, especially for quality purposes, because in our service, yes, you get the representation, which is you get access to a lot of different people who have connections. We also give you entry into all of our exposure camps that we do overseas. Now, see, that's another thing is that like all of these, I get hit up so much, man. I'm about to go to this combine, and I'm not going to say any names or anything, but people that, if you're going to a combine in some rinky-dinky gym in Atlanta at 11 in the morning with 60 people playing unorganized basketball with hoop dreams, bro, I'm sorry, that's a business move for the people running it. That's not a chance for you to get opportunity.
Speak on that.
Like, I see a lot of young dudes, man, and I'm like, just they're telling me about they went to Vegas or they're going to this or they're going to that.
They trying to go to all the tournaments.
And I'm like, look, my advice to you is if you definitely have to put yourself out there, but like if I'm going somewhere, I want to know who's going to be there. Mm-hmm. Like, can you verify who's going to be there? Can I speak to him? Like, even if there's an overseas coach, is he in Vegas for summer league or is he looking to sign players? Did he get his imports? So like, just like when you do training, bro, because you're a professional and a very good one too. So you understand detail. Like you might watch a workout and see things that a regular player wouldn't understand. Like you're trying to figure out everything. Mm-hmm. And so we took that same mentality and we're kind of doing it in HoopTicket because you got high level professional people thinking strategic for you. But I was just saying that like we do them overseas, and overseas, like we did one in France in 2023. We had 11 players. We had 6 contracts, 4 NM1 contracts, a Pro B contract, and an NM2 contract. And you've played in France, and you know what type of bread that is for an exposure camp, not
that's
for a guy
solid. That's solid.
Yeah, we've been doing numbers, man. We've been growing. It's been blessed. But I was saying that's another resource that we give to you. Part of representation is that while we're helping you, now it's it's November, the season's already started. Okay, December, you can hop on a flight and be overseas for 2 weeks. You can play a few games overseas, meet our coaches, and we're not going to have you meet our coaches unless you're a guy that has integrity and character and a guy that we can trust. So that's where I was coming back to was, that's very important when it comes to anything, pretty much.
This basketball world is so small, man. That's awesome what you guys were doing, though, because, like, the more that I think about what you're saying, because I think back, bro, when I was at Oral Roberts, my coaches would bring me in at Oral Roberts and be like, hey, we're thinking about bringing this guy in. What do you think?
Yeah.
And I done said no on plenty of dudes that didn't show. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, I don't know, coach. He's not, you know what I'm saying? And give him my honest opinion. It's not that my honest opinion is the end all be all, but they value that a lot.
Because they trust you and you have character. I've said no to plenty of guys overseas. Like, coach asking me, like, hey, I got this dude. I'm like,
I say no to more than I say yes to be honest with you.
Let me check. Especially like overseas, bro, it's a dog-eat-dog world when you get on these teams because everybody's trying to feed their family and everybody's trying to eat. And, I just remember early on in my career, me trying to make something out of like trying to make it. Yeah, I had that same mentality too, man, where I had to get mine and I didn't really, I'm about to get mine. Mm-hmm. But the older I got, the deeper I got into overseas basketball and just being on a professional team, I just understood the power of empowering my teammates. Mm-hmm. And so, I went from my first couple of years, bro, I'm averaging 20 plus. I can get a bucket with the best of them, mm-hmm. but I would never get a good job. Like, mm-hmm. I would always get a low pay, like decent paid, low.
Hey, bro, you was going crazy in France when I met you too.
Bro, the year before that, I was averaging like 23 in Sweden. Oh, no, I was averaging 23 in Sweden, and then I was averaging 20.4 in FIBA Europe Cup and 6.7 assists in FIBA Europe Cup. Leading scorer, second in assists in the whole FIBA Europe Cup.
That's crazy.
And I got France Pro B. So not to say.
Right, I hear you.
But I got France Pro B. But the thing was, I understood that, like, I scare teams, you know. I scare teams. I got the Russell Westbrook effect a little bit,
Yeah.
all due respect.
Yeah.
So once I just understood to dial it down and allow my teammates to get empowered, I started having games, bro, where I get like 6 points, 13 assists, good defense all game.
We need to hear that. Speak on that. We need to hear on the importance because I talk to all my people about that. About finding your role. Because I've been in teams where I've been the best scorer, and I've been in teams where I've been the guy at 94 feet and I ain't shoot a shot. You know what I'm saying? And being able to succeed in both of those environments like you talked about. You know what I'm saying? I think that's important for athletes nowadays. Talk to us about that. What was that?
Well, look, as a professional basketball player, usually when you go to a team, preseason is kind of how the hierarchy of the team works. So during that time, you're going to compete. Like the alpha male is going to dominate, and then everybody else is going to fall in line, and then everyone's going to kind of understand their roles for the most part in preseason, right? But if you end up winning the preseason, like if you lose and you're still trying to be the guy, that's when you get yourself in trouble. Like if you lose, you have to understand that, okay, now I'm falling into this role. That's the dude for this season, or until I do something so good that I can outshine them.
Yeah.
And so I've learned to accept that too. But what I was saying is, now if you are this guy, this top guy, then what you have to do, bro, is, and it's very simple. I broke it down like on some basketball Jedi mind shit. It's it's very simple, bro. The first 3.5 quarters, you have to play, like you have to make up mistakes for the locals. You have to play team ball. You have to do the intangibles, and you got to play defense. Like you have to really just kind of make sure that the coach, not even that, like make sure that the coach looks like he's the star because everybody's playing well, and you're part of that. Like you can't just not do anything. Like you have to do well on every category. And then, bro, the last 5 minutes of the game, you have to win the game, bro. And that's the difference between the people that make the money and don't make the money. It's like when you were playing in France Pro B, our scouting report was like last 4 minutes, deny him the ball. He's scored 50 last game. Hey, that was crazy too in Pro B. Hey, when I woke up and saw that, I said, "Oh, ain't no way, bro." You know, hey, I was kind of hating too. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, you know, he's not really like that. But you know it's love, bro. It's competition.
Hey, bro, side note. Hey, bro, side note.
My boy dropped 50 in France Pro B, where the leading scorer averages like 15, bro. Like,
hey, bro, side note. All right, side note.
Crazy.
It's funny you said that because this is what happened when I had that in the playoffs.
How did that happen, bro?
The week before, what's the dude's name? Elia Kobo.
Yeah.
Elia Kobo was in Poe. Elia Kobo had 40. He had like 42 in like 25 minutes. I was like, bro, what is going on? He went crazy. Elia Kobo went crazy, bro. And I thought to myself, because everybody was talking about him, I'm like, man, he's not like that, bro. He's not even that good.
Everybody's gonna say that.
Hey, bro, and I thought that to myself. I'm hating, like, bro, I'm slick hating. I'm like, bro, he's not even that good, bro. Like, how did he just do that? And I went home. I'm sitting in my house, and I kid you not, bro. This is when I got to meditate, bro. I'm sitting there, I'm meditating, bro. I'm like,
oh, you manifested,
bro. I was sitting there. Hey, bro, I kid you not. I was sitting there, and I was in my. I was struggling back then, bro. And I got into like I need to tap into me. This is when I felt like I was going crazy, bro. I was doing the headspace, meditating like 15 minutes a day, bro. I was tripping inside.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, I'm like, man, there's no way. Like I know I'm that good. I know I can do that. I've never showed it. I haven't showed it up until this point, but I'm like, bro, I know I can do that. And I was like, what's the difference? I'm thinking to myself, what's the difference? How did he do that? Like just plain and simple, bro. How did he score that many points? And I was telling myself, I'm like, bro, he went out there and he was just hooping and I was like, bro, I can do the same thing. I'm like, watch this. Everybody, y'all talking about him? Watch this. I'm about to go have 40. Went to the playoffs, bro. Went crazy that game. After the game, my teammates talking to me like, you know how many points you had? I said, I think I had like 32, 34. They're like, bro, you had 48. They were like, and I was like,
Yeah,
nah,
you
no
stop
way.
counting.
I was like, no way.
I count a little bit when I play, but then if I get up too high, like once I
Yeah.
get past 20, I ain't
Yeah.
counting no more. I'm like, I got 20. I'm good.
Man, it was funny though, bro, because like that
Damn,
same
bro.
feeling you had, bro. I had that feeling, man. I had that feeling. So
No, that is amazing, bro. And like you manifested that, and just to piggyback off that, bro. That's just what I tell guys all the time. Like, bro, imagination is powerful, bro. Like I was actually manifesting becoming a professional basketball player when I was like 10 years old on accident. Like I was literally dribbling, and I heard Jeff Teague. Was it Jeff Teague or Rondo? I heard one of them say that they used to dribble to school between the legs without messing up.
Jeff Teague said that. Jeff Teague said that.
I literally did that.
That's
every
crazy.
single day, bro. And if I messed up, like I would get up to like 1,000. And then if I messed up, I would walk back.
That's crazy.
Like I'd walk back 15 minutes, bro, and do it all over again. And I was like obsessed with it. And so I was just like thinking like, bro, man, like the power of imagination, bro. These kids, I wish they would take more advantage of it because it's a powerful thing, man. Because for example, in my family, I come from an ethnic family, you know, like traditional. Hey, bro, you need to get married and get a job and save some money. And, you know, and so when I said basketball player, they were like, no.
Right.
Like, no. And, you know, I went against all odds, but I think like that's my number one most powerful tool is just using my imagination. And the fact that you can drop 50 points, bro, by just thinking about it. Obviously, you got talent, but that's a testament to how powerful that is.
It is, bro. It is, and you can never believe it until it happens to you. You'll never believe it. Like somebody telling it to you, you'll never believe it until you do it yourself. And it's funny we talking about the visualization, bro, because just after this pod, the one I told you I'm having a pod with a lady who her whole thing is visualization. And so she's got a huge following on Instagram. We're gonna have her on here after this, bro. But
I'm tapping into that.
Yeah, just that. I mean, and I had to bring her on here, bro, because that was so powerful to me that. And I'm careful of when I talk about it though, because already I'm into like the mental health space, and people already think it's real woo woo light. So I'm careful about who I.
What do you mean? What do you mean? People think it's. What do people think about that?
Because people hear visualization and they're like, so what do? You sit there and think about your goals?
Oh, they're making fun of it?
What, bro?
Oh, wow.
No, people don't get it. They don't get it. And they'll look at you like you're crazy when you say some things. You know what I'm saying? But the truth is, man, that whole like the mental process of sports, that is where I got my edge. Of course, I had the talent, but like the mental side of it is what kept me sharp and gave me the ability to go out there and forget everything that I knew and drop 50. You know what I'm saying?
And I admire that you're giving that back, bro, because a lot of people are selfish, man. They don't want to, you know, expose their keys to success because, you know, you could be good, just don't be better than me.
Yeah.
You know? And so I really admire that.
I give it to the cats, man. I'm like, bro, I learned this when I was 22, 24. I'm telling y'all right now at 15, 16.
Yeah.
Like y'all got a head up. You know what I mean?
And like just like in HoopTicket, like we speak so much. Like my consultations with clients is, okay, where are you going to be in 5 years? Let's write this down. Okay, so we have a course too. We have not to change subject, but we have a digital course that basically teaches you how to visualize your own route to go overseas. So like basically like if you're trying to get to France, okay, what country should you play in? How many points should you get there? And then how would you get to Belgium to get to France? Or so we kind of route you the map. And so we offer that too with our service as digital education. It's like you get that another resource in HoopTicket where you get the representation, you get access to the thing, and now you have a visualization. Did I say that right?
Visualization, yeah.
Visualization course that just kind of, it's a blueprint, bro. And when guys sign up, bro, unfortunately, half of them don't use it. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, bro, you guys. I understand though, because we're you don't know better. So if you
Right.
if you knew better, you do better. You just
Right.
don't know better. But yeah,
Right.
man, that's
That
important.
the visualization tip, bro. I think that's been huge for me, man. Talk to me about the difference you've seen about the guys who make it pro and the guys who don't. What are you guys looking for from a scouting perspective? What kind of players are you looking for?
Like to be honest, bro, the first thing we want to know is who you are as a person. Like, it's so crucial because you got other people's reputation on the line, including myself. And so if you are not a great dude, like, I'll give you a story so I can tell you who I'm looking for. We had a job. Some guy hit us up, very talented. I could just tell you he was from Utah. I'm not going to say his name or none, but very talented, bro. Super talented. We got him a job, and I don't want to say the country, but
Yeah, sure.
we got him a job for about $8K a month.
Solid.
Talented player, bro. Fresh out of college, great numbers. And we were wondering, like, why is he not signed with an agent? Okay, don't worry about it. We can get him a job.
Mm-hmm.
Get to the job, and he gets fired as soon as he lands. Like, as soon as he gets into the country, 2-3 days in, gets fired. Long story short, fan does research on his history, and the guy got a rape case. Like, and so, I believe in forgiveness, and I don't believe, I don't understand. I'm not going to speak on if he's a rapist or not. I'm just saying the fact that we didn't know that and we put that out there, like, that made us look like that took us a long time to get our feet out of that.
Mm-hmm.
And so the first thing we're looking at, bro, is who you are as a person. The second thing I want to know is, where are you on paper? Like, where are you? Like, what's your market value?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because if you're super, super, super talented, but your market value is super low as far as like representation, like you played high school and then you haven't played anything.
Mm-hmm.
It would be difficult to help you. You know what I mean? Because at the same time, yes, we have connections, but the connection has to say yes. So there has to be a balance between talent and having a good resume, so to speak, or wherever you are in the market at that time. And then from there, everything else, just like, skills, position, that'll kind of just, maneuver us on where we think is the best route, because everybody's different. So like what we do our specialty is that we can watch you and we can do the work that an agent is not willing to do, which is take his time, understand you as a player, marketing strategy, so people know exactly who you are and what value you bring to the team. And then we can figure out exactly what roadmap we need to take to get to our destination. And that's the key to success.
What can you expect if you're coming out of college and you don't have the big numbers, you didn't go to a big school, you went to maybe a D2, a D3, you're trying to go play professional. I know you have a lot of guys. I got a lot of guys who come to me with no resume. Doesn't mean they can't play. They just don't have a resume. One that holds up.
You can expect to get scammed.
What can they expect as far as no? Because they ask me this all the time. Guys ask me this all the time, and I don't always want to get into it. But some guys will be like, and I know you've heard this, no resume, coming out of college. Yeah, man, I'm trying to go make $5K a month.
Oh no, that's impossible, bro. That's impossible.
And you and hold on, you're saying it's impossible, and people are hearing $5K, and they're like, $5K. That's not how they don't understand how it works, bro. And I don't want to be the bearer of bad news.
Well, part of the conversation, bro, is like, so we do consultations for free. Most people will charge for a consultation to take time to talk to you, but we actually, like, the people, like, I think you would do a consultation for free. Like you would pick up the phone and talk to a young dude and be like, "Hey, man, this is how it is.
Yeah.
This is where you at in your career. This is what to expect."
Yeah.
So we do that. And the questions we ask are like, "Where are you in life?" And are you played at an NAIA school? You're gonna get lowballed. Are you willing to work a side job at the same time?
Facts. What is lowballed?
Lowballed means you get paid.
No. Actually, don't say what is lowballed.
Oh, you want like the amount?
I want you to tell them what they should expect. Don't come to me saying you want to get 3K, 5K, 7K, 8K, 10K. Don't come to me saying that.
I think for entry level job in a decent league, like not some Mazakistan, middle of nowhere, like not that.
Yeah.
Like a decent league, like Germany Pro B.
Okay. So that's even hard for cats to get to, bro.
It's difficult. But
They're not gonna get. They're not even. Yeah. Okay.
Finland second league.
Okay.
Sweden second league.
Okay.
Norway. Denmark.
Yeah.
I think you should expect anywhere from 700 euros a month, and I think I would cap it at 1.5. From what I'm seeing, how the market is. That's a realistic number.
You are spot on. You're spot on. And guys come with these unrealistic expectations. And as so many guys that didn't play in college, don't have any numbers, and they're like, man, why would I go overseas and make $2,000? I could work a job here.
Nah, bro, then you might as well just work a job.
You might as well just work a job.
I tell guys all the time, you know what I tell them? I tell them, listen, bro, are you financially stable? Like, do you have a couple $1,000s to buy your own ticket overseas if you had to? If they say no, I would, politely explain to them that our service or you playing pro basketball in general is not for you. Mm-hmm. Because, part of like you making it out, like, I don't know if you remember how I got my career started, but I hopped on a flight and went to Sweden, which was an English-speaking country. I went to college campuses asking strangers, where can I find a gym?
Show way.
Up to yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, bro. Like, I had a crazy, crazy route. That's why I ran HoopTicket. That's why we started HoopTicket. Because, excuse me. That's why I started HoopTicket, because it's like that's not realistic these days, right? But yeah, so I went overseas, bro. I stayed at a little hostel, started going to college campuses, asking strangers, hey, where can I find a gym? I'm from California. I want to play. They'd point me to a gym. I'd go show up. Most of those like low divisions, they practice at like 8 at night. So I'll be there at 8 at night. I'll be there at 8 at night, bro. And then the coach would be like, no, you can't practice with us. We're professional. And I'm looking at him like, bro, I will cook you and everybody in here, like right now. And so I would stay on the side and shoot, bro. Yeah. Stay on the side and shoot. Yeah. And then one day, bro, 4 days before my flight was returning to California, and I had a mission. Like, I visualized and was like, I'm going there and I'm going to get a job. And this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to close my eyes and map out my strategy. And then 4 days before I was supposed to leave, bro, I showed up to a practice that he didn't let me practice the last time. I was like, he might let me today. And sure enough, bro, somebody got hurt. They needed an extra body. And just, long story short, by the end of that practice, bro, Murder Inc. I was at the dinner at the club, dinner and a signed contract. And I started my career around $700 a month, man.
Wow.
Even back then, probably the dollar was a little bit higher, so maybe like $500 a month.
Wow. And
so I started in second league Sweden. I averaged 48. You know what I mean? So
oh, gosh.
Then they were like, oh, he's a street baller. He can't really play in the top league. The bottom team, which is Borås, now, they're the FIBA Europe Cup team. Okay. Very, very good club. Yeah. I was the beginning of creating a great culture there. Yeah. Gave me a job for $1.2K a month, which is realistic.
That's a big jump.
Big jump. But the thing was, my strategy was, if I'm there, I'm gonna stay there. Like I'm not gonna go from here to France, you know.
Right.
So I got that job, and then all the media was like, oh, he played in the second league against electricians. He can't play this and that. And so I got there, bro. I was the MVP of the league. I took the last place team, and we lost by 1 point in the semifinals to the champions to go to the finals. And this is an important thing, bro. I think I'm the only player. No, I don't want to say that, but I'm one of the only players to ever get their salary changed in the middle of the season due to success. Like the GM we talked and was like, okay, we started with only 300 people here. We're now getting 3,000 in the gym because of you, and we're gonna raise your salary to 2.5. And I was
That's actually crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
And then I was the wizard, and then before every game, and this kind of hurt me in basketball too, because at the end, bro, basketball is entertainment, right? But the GM understood that, and he played in France for most of his career. He was a Swedish dude, Jonas Larsson. He came up to me every game, bro, after he raised my salary, and literally was like, "Showtime." He's like, "I don't care if you have 10 turnovers. Showtime." Bro. And I'm telling a true story, bro. Like, I'm not making anything up, bro. Like, I mean this, bro. And so, yeah, bro, like, you know, that's how I got my career started. So that's what they should expect. Expect the lowest.
It's crazy, man, because we hear that story, and stories like that exist everywhere. Yeah. That's how you start. That's how it works. But nowadays, people hear that story and they're like, no, I'm not doing that. You know why I'm not doing that? Because I'm better.
Yeah. I think, like, for me, like, in HoopTicket, two different ends of the spectrum. Like, we get that guy that's like, bro. Yeah. And then we get the guy who's, like, willing to play for free.
For sure.
And it's like, bro, don't play for free, because that ruins the market value for everybody. I get you want to play. Yeah. Let's figure out a way where we can help you get to where you're trying to go, right? And, you know, and that's why I think, like, I was piggybacking off what I was saying earlier. Like, if you're coming out of college, expect to be scammed, or you need to do thorough research on where you're going in the States to go to some combine or some exposure camp. That's why we want to bring you, like, we feel like if you come to Europe in June, or let's say the end of May, and you play against the players that the coaches are watching coach in their league, and you do well, and it's organized basketball, because you're there for 2 weeks. You're not there for 2 days. 2 weeks, you're practicing, you're running horns, you're playing team defense. And now they can evaluate you as a basketball player. And by the end of that camp, they can meet you in person. And if they wanted to sign you, they don't have to pay for your flight. They don't have to deal with an agent trying to get money. They don't deal with nothing. Like, hey, we'll take you and put you in an apartment, and you stay with us for preseason. Yeah. And that's why we've had success with our exposure camps, because any other way, I don't think is possible, dude. Like, that's honestly, dope. Like,
that's man. It's crazy for me to be outside, like, be out of just grind mode, and seeing the business for what it is. Like, seeing the outside. Okay, let's get these players together. Let's take them overseas. Let's put, like, I think about some of the things. I'll be sitting here thinking, like, what drills did we run during practice? You know, I've been in practice for 9 years. What drills did I run? Because I be trying to run my guys through the same stuff. Yeah. And do you know, and so sitting there and thinking about it, but just thinking about the whole process of how the things that we have done that were so natural to us, or not natural, but we learned and we didn't think about it. Now I'm thinking back, and I'm like, it's a pretty cool process, and seeing what you guys are doing. And
do you want to be a coach?
I don't.
No.
I don't want to be so here's,
like, what would you do? What would you do?
I like player development.
Okay, yeah, you like building that relationship and I like watching the seed grow.
Exactly. I like saying, what do you need? Let's figure out what you need and get you there. And like you only. You know what I mean? I like focusing on one person and focusing on what they need, because I think that narrow vision people lack. People lack that vision of where am I going? How am I going to get there? Let's set a plan. Let's execute the plan. People lack that.
What would you say is like the most challenging thing for you when you're meeting somebody and you're having to, you know what I mean, put together like like what he needs? Like what are some challenges you're dealing with doing that right now?
A lot of times, I think a lot of things that I see is just a lack of execution. And when I say that, I mean people don't really understand what you just explained. Nobody's going to sign up for that. Nobody wants to sign up for that, but you need to sign up for that. You have to sign up for that. That's the road. That's the path. And you either take that one or you go and gamble with another one. But people will see that one and say, I don't think that's really the path. I think I'm smart enough to find another one. Let me go find another one. And that's
I'm good. I'm good. Somebody's gonna come get me.
Yeah, they think that there's a better way, and maybe yes, but often no. Often the way is just the way, and you either pay the price or you don't. But people don't want to pay the price. They want their cake and they want to eat it too. They want to have best of both worlds. You've got to commit to one, and you will then, by design, say no to the others. But that's okay.
What I do is I say, listen, don't listen to me. Like, don't believe me. Everybody on our social media is tagged. Like, you can literally DM every single player that's ever been signed or been through our program, and you can ask them what their experience was. And I personally would encourage you to do that. Right. Because forget the money. You can make money back. But you coming out of college, you cannot afford to waste that 3 months of your life with some guy that's not really producing for you. So you want to make sure that the person that you're working with, whether it's OB as a trainer and he's trying to help you get a connection overseas, or it's a top agent, or it's whoever, you want to make sure that they are committed and people have gone through it and succeeded. So, you know, and you always compare yourself to what they've helped. And so, the path it's not for everybody for sure. Like, it's not for everybody to hop on a flight and go stay at some motel for 4 weeks and try to find a job. Yeah. Like, that's scary, to be honest.
It is scary, bro.
That's scary, bro. And so, it just depends on how much you love the game. And that's why I say we got two different ends on the spectrum. Like, you got the lovers, and then you got the I love what the game can do for me. So, I really don't, I'm too nice for this. You know what I mean?
What's next for HoopTicket, man? When is y'all's next? When's the next event? What's next?
Man, right now HoopTicket has been growing. We now represent about 25 coaches all across the globe, which means we connect 20 different coaches with different teams overseas, and then we also have access to these coaches to place players. And it's anywhere from high level Japan B League,
that's dope,
to Germany Regional 1 5th League. So we've been blessed to be able to grow. Now it was just me, Sade, and another dude when we started. We're now 15 people. We have employees, so we've been growing a lot. But as far as what's events wise, we're scheduled for Argentina in November. Because I just
now.
Played
Do you
there.
go? Now, do you go to all these, or you just represent?
I definitely go, and sometimes I coach.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm in there, bro. I'm in the trenches.
Ooh.
I got to be in there. I love that though.
I like that. Now that's the beauty of it.
That's my favorite thing, bro, because I get to talk. I get to mold somebody hands on. I'm not just telling you what to do. I'm checking up and I'm cooking you, showing you how you need to do it.
Facts.
It's just so much more weight, and you understand that.
And I think that's the respect that I get.
That's what I'm saying.
Because don't talk to me, because I will lace. Don't talk to me. We can lace them up right now.
When you can do the move, and it looks crazy, it's just way different than if you're just trying to teach it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, so, yeah, no, I'm in there. But we do have a project that I'm very excited about that I want to announce
Yeah.
on the pod,
Yeah.
man. So, Tim Blue, I don't know if you know who that is. He played in Antibes for like 12 years. Lefty.
Tim Blue, the lefty. I know Tim. Four man.
Tim, yeah.
4-5, 4-5.
Man.
Yeah, I know Tim. I know Tim.
Legendary.
Yeah, I know Tim on TV. He was there when I was there.
Tim Blue has just joined HoopTicket with us.
Ooh, okay.
As a part owner, he's with us, and we are working on doing a Pro-Am Summer League in South of France in Antibes.
Ooh.
If I can, I don't know how much I want to, if you got time for
What's
it.
up?
I need you there.
What's up? Auntie, that's my place. So, yes, that's my place. So one of the I ain't gonna say what teams, but one of the teams down there, right there in South of France, the GMs, he's one of my close friends. And so I kind of go back and forth with him every now and then. He's like, man, come out here to South of France.
Yeah.
And, so I would love to come out there, man.
Yeah, so it's 1 month, man. It's going to be from July to August, like July 1st, August 1st.
Yeah.
And how we're doing it is it's 4 teams. We have a HoopTicket team, which is going to be the guys, our clients.
Uh-huh.
They're going to come to France,
Uh-huh.
be there, practice with Tim every day, train with Tim. Tim's going to coach. And then we're going to play against the other 3 teams. We're in the process of having clubs basically buy the rights to the team or become a sponsor or however you want to term that business. But so we're going to have like 3 other professional teams take on the responsibility of running the team. And so what that means is, man, you know how it is. If you're in Europe, you come to South of France for vacation, you want to hoop, you can hit us up, just show up, practice, play a good game, nothing crazy, but and then what we're trying to do is just get exposure for all, like maximum exposure for HoopTicket dues. But the strategy really is you get to be there for quite a while. If you're there for like from July to August, now you can hop on a train and go to Belgium and try out. You can go to Switzerland, you can go to Germany, you can go to Spain. We can network, and we don't have to be like, hey, he has to come from United States. Like you're already there.
We're already
and
there.
You're playing. Yeah, you're already there and you're playing.
And that's huge for teams. People don't understand that. It's huge for teams for you to be there. And they don't have to go use their resources to bring you or do. If you're there, it's so much easier. So much easier, bro.
Yeah. And also, just it's good for guys like you and me. Like if I was in South of France and they were like, yeah, it's a Pro-Am and pro players put it on.
I'm there.
You're there, bro. You show up, hoop.
Yeah.
It ain't going to be like the Drew League or anything, but I think for Europe, because Spain is close, it's going to be professional players that are going to play in it.
Yep.
And we'll try to, mix the teams.
For sure.
Even.
And there's so many pros over there, bro. It ain't nothing but a call and have a whole gang of people pull up. Like,
yeah.
For sure.
We were in South of France. This was crazy. And so we were in South of France doing our exposure camp for 2 weeks in Nice.
Okay.
And the third game, we played Antibes.
Okay.
And we got smacked by 40.
Yep.
And and Tim Blue was playing.
Okay.
For the Antibes team. In the HoopTicket exposure camp.
Oh, that's dope.
And that's how we met Tim Blue.
Oh, that's dope.
And so, like, that just shows you how small the basketball community and why I feel like, even if I wasn't working with HoopTicket, if I looked on the outside, I'm like, oh yeah, this is elite, bro. You got pros connected.
I'm hearing that, bro, and I'm here. Like, this the first. When we talked the first time, HoopTicket was just. We was just
get going.
He was just moving. I've been following you the whole time, been seeing the whole thing the past however many years. And so now hearing about it, I'm like, yo. And now I'm a little bit further in my journey. I'm like, oh.
Hey, you're welcome anytime.
I'm like, oh, okay. I see what's going on.
And I just wanted to tell you, I've been watching you too, bro, and I really, really respect your grind. I see now you in the studio. I remember when we did ours, we were both on the phone.
Yeah.
So I really, really I love seeing my peoples, my friends, just really prosper and like do things with impact. Because, I understand that, you're doing something for the future for yourself, like business wise, but you're like the impact that you're making, bro, it's really dope to see. And, I really, really respect that, bro. So I commend you for that, for real.
Brother, we've been locked in, man, since I was a young kid, man. You was one of the big homies back then, and we've been locked in ever since, bro.
God damn,
Hey, the scout report on you was he's the vet, he's running the team, he's getting to it, he's ultra aggressive, but he can pass. You know the scout report. And so I see you, and I'm like, oh, you was a vet, you were moving, and I was a young cat, man, and we just stayed in touch since then, bro.
Yeah, you was in California. We worked out a few times.
We did work out in California.
You forgot,
we linked in. Yeah. That's crazy. I did forget that.
Yeah, no, we was out there getting
I'm gonna move
in.
back out there. Not move, but I'm gonna make my way back out there. So when I do, I'm gonna hit you for sure.
What is your plans? I know we gotta go, but
man,
what is your plans? Like, what you got going on? Like,
so right now, basically, man, what I do is I work with athletes on the court. That's like a separate thing, obviously, because I'm here. I work with some local athletes. I've got kind of like I wouldn't call it an academy, but a very private training program. And then on the other side, I've got the MAP. This is the Mindset and Performance Process. This is our flagship program that I deliver to teams. So going to the schools here. So schools, we've got a social and emotional learning program. It's a curriculum that I deliver to teams, helping them perform better, right? Helping them focus, helping them with their confidence, helping them understand interpersonal relationships, dynamics. That is for teams, corporations, and schools. So it's optimized, it's formatted. We've got different packages. One's formatted for schools specifically, and then one's formatted for teams specifically. So
it's like a
it's
course?
a curriculum. Yep, it's a program. So I go there and I deliver it. Myself and my team, we deliver it. Basically, it's depending on how they want to do it. 12-week program, 16-week program. I go there, meet with their teams, help their individuals be stronger as a collective.
That's dope, man.
That's the IP part. That's the whole mental thing, the whole mental side that I've kind of been creating. I put it into an IP, put it into a program to then take it to teams, take it to corporations, and then on the court doing my just some private trainings here. So.
Man, I didn't know you did that, man. And so this is a great opportunity for us to work with you, man.
Yeah, man. Let's connect, bro. We could sit here and talk, man. I appreciate you for coming on here, brother.
Yeah, it was fun.
We locked in forever, man.
It was fun.
Tell the people where they can find you.
Instagram, you can find
socials.
me on Instagram. Like, as far as HoopTicket, it's just HoopTicket. So I mean, we're the only HoopTicket.
Yeah.
So you can find me there, and then my personal Instagram, Overseas Omies, and much love, man. And I do want to say one last thing. Any young hoopers that are really aspiring to get overseas and they have questions, like they just want to understand something, you can directly contact me, either at HoopTicket. You can ask for my number or whatever, or you can hit me up on Instagram. And it will be my pleasure to be able to help you, man. I don't have to sell you no service or nothing. You just be able to have a conversation with somebody who can at least give you some guidance. And so I've been doing that the past couple of years, and to be honest, bro, it's been fulfilling for me, man. So I really love doing that. So if any hoopers watching this or whatever, you're about to sign with an agent, you're this team, whatever, and you need a third-party, non-biased opinion, I'll gladly provide that for you, man, anytime. So I want to just throw that out there.
Man, Mees has been, like, you guys have heard me talk about him this whole podcast and give him his flowers. He's been huge in my journey, mentally been, as far as the game goes as well, teaching me all the tips and tricks and everything as far as being a professional, man. So if you're trying to get overseas, if you're trying to go play professional, I don't know a better person than Mees. I don't know anybody else to hit up who will give you the game that he has, the experience that he has. He was a vet when I was a rookie. I've been overseas. I played overseas 8-9 years. He was a vet when I was a rookie, so I just let y'all know how long he's been doing this. It's certified HoopTicket, man. I love to see what y'all are doing, and I hope that I can be a part of it, bro.
Nah, you are. You're already a part of it with this interview, and I appreciate you, bro. You know it's love. We're gonna lock in.
Yeah, for sure.
Are we cutting?
We can or we cannot.
Well, I just wanted to ask you: are you gonna hoop still, or what?
I'm
are you
trying
doing?
to,
I didn't
man.
know.
No, go ahead, ask it. No, go
okay.
ahead for sure. I'm trying,
Yeah,
man.
So let me ask you a question, man.
Yeah.
What is your plans as far as your basketball? Because I know, how old are you now? Like 30,
32.
That's prime.
Yeah. So
that was prime for me.
so for y'all that don't know, man, tore my ACL 3 years ago. Man, it's been a long time in Spain. Took a year off, went back to Spain in the ACB. Went to Zaragoza. Tore my plantar fascia in my foot 2-3 months in. So came home right at Christmas. Was dealing with that, and just since then, it's been about a year and a half. Been home, man, dealing with that, dealing with the knee, the foot. Working out every day consistently, you know me, lifting weights, doing my running, doing my court stuff. Haven't missed a beat, man, but I've just stayed on top of it and trying to get my body back to where I can compete. I feel good, but you know how the grind is, and I don't want to go over there feeling good and then not be able to handle the capacity, the 10 months. And so I'm building up my capacity right now. I feel good.
How far are you along? Like, where do you think you are? Or are you not sure?
I can play. I can play. I'm playing. Like, I can play ones. I can run. I can jump. I can dunk. I can do. But as far as the capacity to run and play defense for 40 minutes, I'm just building that back up. I'm building my load tolerance, right? I'm building my load tolerance, and so I'm a big, strong guy. I've been playing this game for so many years at a high level, and sometimes we forget that we've been doing it at a high level. Right,
yeah.
And so getting
and
injured.
You've been playing at the highest level.
And so to get
just
injured,
so we put that out there.
You know what I'm saying? And then I get injured and think, man, I'm gonna come right back. No, it's not that easy to buy. It's not gonna work that easy, man. I spent 30 years building up the body to handle what it's been handling, and so taking off 12, 16, 24 months is tough. And so to come back from that, it's a long journey, right? So
yeah.
I'm staying with it, man.
And I think just before we go, like, I think it's a gift and a curse taking that time off, because I've been able to watch you grow. I'm sure you probably have some fulfilling relationships now with players that you're training. And I've seen some of the workouts. They getting some exclusive stuff, man. How to get 50 in Pro B type stuff. And so it's a gift and a curse. And me taking this time off right now, man, I haven't taken a lot of time off in a while, man. And I'm really just enjoying, like, being able to be with my family, being able to work out on things that I want to work instead of doing the team stuff. And so, I'm glad that you're back hooping, man. And I can't wait to see you back on the court, bro. I'm a fan, man,
It's always love, brother. I appreciate you, man.